Everybody would vote for their top two candidates or their top three candidates. First candidate your top person would get 5 points, second person gets 3 points, third person gets 1 point. Right. It's a variation of first past the post voting, well established, and that would give us and then the top two vote getters would win. And if we have a tie, then we'll have a tiebreaker just between those two candidates.
Two candidates.
Is that acceptable? Did you understand what I said?
I do.
Okay.
I do. It's just a divergence from how things have historically been handled, but I'm certainly open to new ideas.
Well, we think we're breaking new ground here. We're not usually in this situation. So if there is a more traditional approach, I'm open to it. But we don't usually have two candidates.
That's right.
Right. It does make a difference.
Yeah.
Mr. Chairman, for the sake of agreement, I tend to have the same sentiment, but still open to new ideas. But yeah, from other boards I've been on, when we have to place one or if not two, it was done in a little different fashion. I'm one to follow whatever makes sense and obviously is legally binding. If your way works, I'm open to it. I believe it is a little different from what I'm used to.
Well, just to be clear, your votes would still be on record, and you can put down anybody you want. Nobody's telling you how to vote. And again, this would be a mechanism for us to be able to, in a fair, transparent way, identify top two candidates.
I think it should solve the problem.
Okay.
We can move forward with it.
Right, because we can vote on those two candidates individually.
Which we have to.
Exactly. So the idea here is that you would nominate, you would put down your first candidate, and that person gets 5 points, and your second candidate gets 3 points, and your third gets 1.
Yeah.
And then we'll add up all the points, and we'll take the top two overall across all of our votes.
Yeah.
So, for example, if there's someone who gets a whole bunch of second votes, then they probably would get one. So, are we all clear on the process? Do we consider that to be? Debbie, you look a little skeptical.
I'll just go as we go.
Okay, and I did bring note cards, and again, that'll all go to the public record. Why don't we walk through each of our candidates, and we can discuss, or otherwise, if there's anything anybody wants to say about anybody, or do we want to simply go to a vote?
Based on the procedural email that you sent earlier,
Yeah,
I would suggest that we go immediately into your voting process.
Okay,
Yeah.
that works. We'll get out of here faster. Okay.
You up the Jeopardy music?
Thank you.
Thank you.
Oh, Jeopardy music, now I heard you. Okay, yeah, that is fine.
Thanks, sir.
Do I need to explain it? Well, it'll all be in the record.
Okay.
Yes, please, put your name at the top of the card, and I'm going to read everybody, I'll read them all out. And I need to do them myself. So please put your top three people in order. You can put a 5, 3, and a 1 next to them in order, or I can just add it, but
You said top three?
top three candidates. Candidate number 1 gets 5 points, candidate number 2 gets 3, candidate number 3 gets 1. If anybody wants an extra card, you can. You just can't vote twice. I promise.
Shall I collect?
There you go. Yeah.
Still working? Heather, did you pass yours around too?
Yeah.
One more.
One more.
oh, you want to count for me?
Sure,
That would be
tell me
great.
what you need, I'll write it.
Yep. Okay, so I'm going to shuffle these up, and for records purposes, I'll give you the card so you can record that. All right, so I'm going to start with Ellen. Mike Carter, number 1.
Mike Carter, vote for Mike Carter.
No, it'd be a 5.
Oh, a 5.
Yeah, remember we're doing 5, 3, and 1 in terms
Got
of
it.
points?
So a 5, got it, understood.
Ken Wooten, 3 points. John Russell, 1.
1 second,
Yep.
Ken would be 3 points, and then John Russell
be
is a
1.
1. Okay,
Thank
next
you.
please.
All right, this is Dave Silva's ballot. Ken for 5 points.
Ken, 5 points, yep.
Mike Carter for 3.
Mike Carter for 3, yep.
John Russell for 1.
Got it.
Heather Corbett, John Russell for 5.
John Russell for 5, yep.
James Minites,
Yep.
3.
Got it.
And Ken Wooten for 1 point.
And Ken for, got it.
Lisa Brown, 5 for John Russell.
John Russell, 5, yep.
3 for James Minikis.
3 for James, yep.
Minatis.
Yep,
I'm
got
be
it.
bad with names all year. 1 point for Ken Wooten, please.
Ken, got it.
Deb Ryan, 5 for John Russell.
John Russell, 5,
3
yep.
for Ken.
3 for Ken,
1 for James.
and 1 for James. Got it.
Bob, 5 for Ken.
Hold on, 5 for Ken,
3 for John Russell.
3 for John Russell,
And 1 for Mike Carter.
and 1 for Mike Carter.
Troy's ballot, 5 for Russell.
5 for Russell,
3 points for Atwood.
3 points for
Cody
Atwood.
Cody Atwood.
Yep,
And 1 point for Wooten.
and 1 point for Wood. Got it.
Brett, 5 for Ken Wooten.
5,
3 for John.
yep.
And 1 point for Mike Carter.
Mike Carter, 1 point. Got it, okay.
And my ballot, 5 for Ken Wooten.
Yep,
3 for John Russell.
yep.
And 1 for Mike Carter.
Got it, okay. I assume other people took those notes as well to double check me?
Yeah.
Okay, stand by, let me calculate this up. I'll read them all. Go ahead, sir.
No, I was just going to say, for those candidates that were not